Hi, this is Rachelle with Live in Vibrancy. And so today I was chatting with my friend Judy, and she is an abundance coach. And we were talking about manifesting, obviously. It's my favorite thing to talk about. And so she actually said something, and I thought that this was really on point because I look at love and relationships in this way. And so when she mentioned like manifesting and identity this way, I just thought it was really brilliant. So think of it this way. First, I'm going to talk about love, and then I'm going to talk about how it's exactly the same for manifesting. So when you meet someone and you fall in love and everything is really great, and then soon things start to come up. And often what happens is we look outside of ourselves and we think that it's the other person. But what's really happening is that we get into this space of love. And if there is an internal void of some sort, or if we have like resistance, garbage, we have limitations, we have all these misconceptions about ourselves, they bubble up. And these things need to be cleared. They're coming up because they need to be cleared in order for you to stay in that space of love. And so as we look outside of ourselves rather than really turning inwards for that guidance and to recognize that what I perceive outside of me is not necessarily what is actually happening because I'm filtering it through the lens of my experiences, our relationships begin to fracture and break. And so manifesting is very much the same, right? You step into this identity, you really begin to embody it. You have your assumption, you really start to embody it, and all the resistance, all the limitations, all the fears, all of that, all the things that block you from really staying in that bubble up. And this is where you're starting to see hot and cold. This is where you're starting to get fears. This is where you have a hard time staying in your assumption. These are all things these are the resistance. I've talked before. There's you. I'm sorry, I'm holding my phone with my other hand. There's what's in the middle, your resistance, and then there's what you want. And the amount of time that it takes to manifest something, it quite literally is only based on how long it takes you to clear this stuff. And the longer you think that stuff is outside of you, the longer it takes to clear it, because it's not. Manifesting comes from within. It's a reflection of what is inside of you. The external world is a reflection of your internal condition, perceptions, beliefs, experiences. And so if you are finding that you have a block that you cannot get through, even if you think you can't see it, start to examine your triggers. Start to examine your fears. Start to examine all the things that seem as though they're outside of you. What is this? What is actually going on? Your subconscious will bring you that answer. And I feel this is so important. The very first videos I ever posted was about the Asian mirrors, because the Asians believed that relationships were a mirror of us. And this is essentially everyone is you pushed out. Everyone mirrors you in some way. They mirror your perceptions. They mirror your attitudes. They mirror your emotional experiences because you filter everything in the world through those lenses. And so if you don't know who you are, then ask yourself, which mirror am I seeing? Ask yourself, what is this really about? Ask yourself, where am I doing this in my own life? Where could I be doing this in my own life, but I'm holding myself back? Where do I want to do this in my own life, but I have not supported myself to do this? Because everything that we experience is, in essence, a projection of something within. Your mind, your brain has never experienced all the things. All these words coming out of my mouth, I'm just making a bunch of vibrations. And based on what you've been conditioned to believe those words to mean or what they mean for you, you are going to filter them through your experiences and through your meanings, and your brain is going to create that experience of you hearing a sound. And that's why there's so much confusion in the manifesting community about things like letting go, what that actually is. Because what letting go means to me is not what letting go means to you. So much in the manifesting community, there is just little misunderstandings. And it's based on the fact that the words that you hear from me, you create your own meaning. It's qualia. And so if you want to understand what it is you need to clear, if you want to understand why you keep seeing this thing, then the answer is inside of you. The answer is, what am I seeing reflected? What is this really about? So yeah, your circumstances, they are simply a reflection of something inside of you that you need to clear.